Are you somebody who can't make up what race you want to be? You don't know? You can't figure out which race, which faction? Well, this toy is going to be for you, boys and girls. It's not necessarily a toy. This is actually something that enchanters are going to be able to make. This is a scroll that will allow you to transform into multiple races. Yes, any race you want across the board, you will be able to become it once you use this scroll. And it actually doesn't take much. An enchanter can make it with some leyline residue and storm dust. Yes, you'll be able to become a gnome, dark iron dwarf, Draenei, human, night elf, worgen, basically anything you can think of across the board. And the weird thing about it right now is it doesn't matter which faction you play, you can become either side. So yes, transforming yourself into anything and everything you've ever wanted to be can finally come true with this new little scroll here. Mythic N'Zoth is now going to be soloable. So if you've been wanting to hunt down N'Zoth, get that loot, and go back in time and just do this all on your own, well, you'll be able to do it. Some of the mechanics have been changed to make it more easily soloable, including things like you no longer get mind controlled when reaching 0 energy, and you can use the, you still gain the gift of N'Zoth, but it ends after 30 sanity, and you can use the Heart of Azeroth to restore your sanity as many times as you want. So this will now be something you can soloable, as well as Mythic Cahoon and Mythic King Rastakhan. So get in there, solo it, because we all know you don't have any friends. You play World of Warcraft. Evolving Caterpillar Pet is now something that you will be able to get. And, you know, it's a cool little pet because it changes. Yes, it starts off as a little wormy caterpillar thing and eventually evolves into this. Now, whether or not you'll be able to re-evolve it back or whether this happens all the time is yet to be seen. But this is a cool little pet that eventually transforms the more you have it out. So yeah, you know, for all pet collectors, if you are in fact a pet collector, this will be a cool little pet. We haven't figured out yet how you're going to get this thing, but it did get put into the game in the 10.2.7 update. So eventually we're going to find out how you can get this.
Finally, Sam can play as his pink wolf in-game. He can stop hiding the fact that he loves to dress up as a pink wolf. Also, he is very, very bald.
Thank you for that. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm not a furry, but yeah, we'll take that and we'll run with it. Thank you for the bits. Blizzard is now hiring for several positions for an unannounced PVE game. Yes, Blizzard hasn't given up on making games as much as people think they may have. No, they are still trying. What this PVE game is, we have no idea, but they are in fact hiring it for a couple positions, and these are head positions, one of them being creative director, the other also being narrative director and principal animator. So they're looking to hire some people. There's no tell as to whether this is a branch off of the World of Warcraft universe or Warcraft universe or anything else that's already been created or a completely new game. Who knows? Maybe it's that Overwatch PvE game that we never finally get. But it is to be determined. We'll have to wait and see. Look, this Blizzard creating new games doesn't mean it's ever going to happen. We know that they've canceled games before. After 7 years of development, they canceled Overwatch. We also know that Survival game got canceled before it was ever really announced. And we'll have to wait and see. But if you ever wanted to work for Blizzard, hey, this might be your shot. Go apply for that creative director position and see if you can get it done. Siege of Orgrimmar is now on a daily lockout. Now, this doesn't make quite too much sense. We're going to have to wait and see what happens here. But right now, this could be a bug, but right now, you can do this raid on a daily basis. Yeah, so you can get your tusks, you know, your Manaroth tusks on your shoulders, any mount you've ever wanted. It's currently on a 12-hour lockout. This is crazy. I don't understand how this is happening, but yes, it is on a daily lockout right now. So you can get in, get this one done. It's probably a 24-hour. I said 12. But maybe this has something to do with the Mists of Pandaria event, the Mists of Pandaria remix. It could also be something to do with just a bug with this event coming around the corner. This event does go live on the 16th of this week, so we'll have to wait and see. But yes, right now in the live game, not a remix thing, in the live game, Siege of Orgrimmar is currently on a daily lockout. The Nerubian Palace is the new raid that we are going to get in the War Within, and it looks pretty good. If you've ever wanted to be, you know, in the Nerubian city, part of the Nerubian architecture, I'm not gonna lie, some of the visuals from this raid are absolutely breathtaking. I've been watching people play it in alpha, and damn, this raid looks beautiful. Some of these images were taken here from people in the raid, and it's actually quite massive as well. If you look at the map, this place looks huge. Now, this is not the map we'll see in game, but this is the map right now as it stands, and this is the raid entrance, and this place is absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. Looking at it now, we see the raid entrance right here. Whether or not we're going to have to do a questline to unlock this yet, I'm not quite sure just yet, but all in all, the architecture and everything about the Nerubian city, I love it. I love it. I love all actually, the zones so far in the War Within have been really nice. Hallowfall is my favorite, but this Nerubian zone is definitely a close second. We'll have to see what the rest of this looks like, but this is just the entrance, boys. This is just the entrance. Just wait till you see what it looks like inside, because this place is absolutely expansive, beautiful, and filled with awesome Nerubian architecture. Last but not least, if you want to enjoy the architecture of this new Nerubian city, well, you can do it without having to deal with any NPCs or anything else by riding this Ride Among Bugs Hallowfall carriage. Sorry, the High Hallows carriage. Yes, once you get in this carriage, it'll give you a nice little tour of the zone, and while it's doing it, 2 people, by the way, can sit in this carriage. All of the NPCs in the zone will no longer attack you. Yeah, so you become neutral to all the NPCs while you ride around this. It kind of reminds me of, if you remember, around Castle Nathria, you could ride that little carriage before and, you know, just enjoy the scenic views. Well, this is kind of the same thing, but in this Nerubian zone. You'll be able to ride around in the carriage. It's about, I don't know, I think somebody timed it. Someone said it was about a 3-minute ride, but enjoying the carriage ride, you know, taking in the views and not being attacked by bugs. Yeah, cool little thing. You'll be able to ride this carriage around the entire zone, have a good old time, and who knows, maybe make a friend along the way, because it does fit 2 people all at once. Yeah, it is cool. I kind of like when they do these little kind of little Easter eggy things where, you know, you just kind of, it's not progression related. It's nothing crazy. It's just something you can do as you sit, maybe pass time, twiddle your thumbs.